Okay, if we could all please rise for the pledge. We'll have a moment of silence for the victims from Las Vegas. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. Welcome to Village of Washingtonville work session, October 2nd. Present to my immediate right, Deputy Mayor Paul Lang. To my immediate left is Trustee Galore. To his left, Trustee Mack. And to her left, Trustee DeVinco. A couple of items before we get started. Just to announce once again, on October 21st, Saturday, we have Washingtonville at Vern Allen Park. We also have a Walk for Heroes that's taking, the start is from Vern Allen Park, walking down Ahern to Somerset, up to Clinton, I believe, right, or Decker, ending at Memorial Park on Ahern. On this coming Monday, October 9th and 10th, there will be a smoke test throughout the village. We're starting with the schools, because the schools are closed on that day. Everyone should have received letters in the mail either Saturday, today, no later than tomorrow. So if you see smoke coming into your house, I'd get out, but I wouldn't worry about it. Everyone has been notified, the police department has been notified, so we're good to go. That test is being administered by New York Rural Water with the assistance of some members of our DPW. Okay, back in April when we took office, we needed to go over a couple of things in the village, and one of them was the way that the village decals, the village appearance was going to look. So I reached out to a woman, Valerie. Okay, thank you very much for everything that you've done. And since then, it's been the farmers market, and it's been placemaking, and the list goes on and on and on. So last year, as a trustee, I asked the village board at that time if we could have an award to honor a citizen of the village of Washingtonville. And this past year, we agreed that it would be Ms. Valerie. And tonight is the unveiling of our new logo, our new poster for the Village of Washingtonville. 8 o'clock, I don't know, is that's the time you finished?
That was the time on it.
Well, we have a Village of Washingtonville Citizen of the Year Award, Valerie, for your generous commitment of time, support, and inspiration to all of our endeavors. October 2nd, 2017, Mayor Joseph Bucko, Trustees Paul Lang, Rich Galore, Diane Matt, Thomas DeVinco.
Thank you.
This is his history lesson that he got today.
I just want to go hide in the back. Thank you very
Valerie,
much.
thank you so much.
Hard to keep that secret.
Okay, old business, update. Status of summons, driveway cut on 22 Kent Court, Deputy Mayor Lynn.
I'm looking for an update. We issued a summons.
I believe our building inspector has gone out, I don't know if the summons has been issued. She was going out to talk to him over what he had to do. Chris, I think you had gone out there also, but a while ago, right? Illegal curb cut was made, and a building was built that, I don't know if it should have been built, but that's yesterday's news. That was done, I believe, 2 years ago. So I will check with,
I think it was last year.
was it last year? I will check with Jeannie on that, and get back to you, get back to the board as soon as I hear from her on the status of the summons. Good. Update interviews with comprehensive planner, trustee DeVinco.
Yeah, I just wanted to, we had discussed this over the last several months as far as the 3 planners that, I know you had one from Pennsylvania and I had located 2, and just wanted to find out, I guess, from the board's perspective here, when we were going to interview and come to some conclusion, because as we know, we're trying to get through the zoning changes, those modifications, and normally you have your comprehensive plan completed first, and then roll into the zoning changes. And I believe when we had talked earlier on that this would kind of be a dual track, trying to do the comprehensive plan while we're reviewing the zones and coming up with recommendations and taking care of all the legal hurdles that might be in our way. But, so just circling now back to the comprehensive planners, have you met, or are we going to meet as a board with these planners, or what's the scope of what we're trying to finish here?
On October 14th, I'm going out to Westchester, Pennsylvania to meet with Thomas Comita. He was the person that came up here at the Easter parade, right? He's going to have members of the chamber present, as well as the mayor of Westchester. A couple of members of the chamber are coming out there with me, and it's open really to anyone else who wants to be part of that, to see what he's been doing in Westchester, Pennsylvania. He is one of the planners for Lidditz, Pennsylvania, which was voted best little town 2 years in a row in America. Lidditz, Pennsylvania is noted for a pretzel factory. I guess it's Lidditz pretzels, I don't know. We have the winery, so I think that's what drew him into wanting to work with the village. So I will have an update for the residents, this board, on October 14th. All right, now we still need to set up interviews with the other 2 that are local. So whenever that's possible, whenever we can meet to do that.
Okay. I'm just trying to get to the
You want to do
calendar
it
real
before the before October 14th. We just have to coordinate our calendars, and we could, if there's a court session in here, we could always meet in the conference room.
Okay, so the 14th is a Saturday,
Saturday.
right?
And
And
then
then our
Tuesday,
following Tuesday would be our
Is our
meeting.
village meeting, yeah.
Okay. All right, so how about if I try to reach out to those 2 other planners, and I can try to schedule a meeting with both of those, maybe at the same time, one day, maybe next week.
Okay.
If not, maybe even 16th on that Monday. So we'll see what their availability is.
Yeah.
And we'll set that up. Okay.
Okay, any questions on that? Update FEMA lot, New York State requirements, trustee DeVinco.
Right, so the committee had met after our summer break. Briefly, the turnout was a little low, but we did meet. And we do have a planner from Ruth, one of her neighbors is a landscape design architect. It's, I can't remember his last name. Anybody out there can help me?
Mannion.
Thank you,
Mannion.
Magnet.
Manny?
Mannion,
So, thank you.
M-A-N-Y-A-N.
So he will be coming to the next meeting, which will be October 19th at 6 o'clock. At Betty's upstairs at 6. So we've, obviously made some progress on that. The other thing that I had shut the email to the board about too is about the reports that needs to be completed. It's called the triennial report. So every 3 years, FEMA comes back and says, okay, show me the properties. Show me that everything is still where it is. So I went around, I took the pictures, I inserted them into that document, that spreadsheet that they supplied. That is pretty much good to go unless you have any questions on it. I think I sent it to the entire board.
Yep.
It just needs your signature and sent to our 3 reps from New York State. And then secondarily to that, the homes, there was a spreadsheet from prior administration that didn't get completed during the closing processes and the buyouts of all those homes. So in that spreadsheet that I sent as well, the orange highlighted section needs that information. They will not proceed or send our application onto FEMA to get the approval for the FEMA lot unless they have that documentation. So they've kind of got us over a barrel a little bit, but I just wanted to, make sure we're on the same page with this, and we gotta get that information together, or if we can't find it, we just need to explain it to them some way, shape, or
Yeah,
form.
I've been in contact with the office up there.
Okay.
I don't remember the gentleman's name.
Lord,
Jack Lord was.
no, that's a Y50.
Richard, I believe.
Yeah, Rich Lord
Richard.
and Elba.
I
Okay,
went from Jack to Richard. But last week, he was on vacation.
yeah, he's been on and off, yeah.
What we're doing is playing phone tag right now. But I'll get that out
Okay,
before Thursday.
great.
The only comment I have, I think we're gonna have to discuss that missing information, because I think we can find it. That was the day that we had all the files out here, not the overlays. And we had every single file out here.
Okay, I'm only going with the spreadsheet with the properties. And there was a big highlighted area.
Mhm.
But it was the stuff from the
Are they still
audit,
looking
right?
for other, who was the woman from,
It's, the other woman that was down here was Elba.
Elba.
She's she works with Lord,
okay.
okay? So at the end of the day,
phone call, probably that I need to. Okay. Take care of.
because they actually had said after that meeting that they were gonna come back down,
Mhm.
and I don't know if they contacted anybody to do that.
No, they just sent
But
the
they've been
missing
pretty
list.
much
Right.
out of scope. I haven't been getting emails back from them. Literally, I think I waited one time almost 3 weeks.
And this was the,
The
they
buyouts.
needed, right,
The
they
2011
needed
buyout.
information from
Right.
us because their records are missing. Imagine that.
Yeah,
So they're coming to us for,
What are they blaming us for?
and they're blaming us for.
and so,
Yeah.
if someone gave them originals, I mean, we'd be, crap out of luck. So at the end of the day, we just gonna need to figure that out,
Okay.
all right?
Update Frontier franchise agreement, trustee DeVinco.
Okay, so we had a conversation about this at our last meeting, and I spoke to our attorney to again reach out to the Frontier attorney so that we could get this thing one way or the other resolved. Our conversation with Frontier is that they're bringing cable TV into the area like the triple play, similar to what Spectrum has and so forth. And we've kind of run into a snag with their contract to develop bringing TV or whatever now they're going to be offering. Because I had found out from a third party that they offer fiber. And right now, similar to what Verizon does, they'll come in and they'll run fiber through your village or your municipality and set you up for the future. What they want to do currently is still use the two basic copper phone wiring to make that connectivity. And so, because these agreements are usually pretty lengthy, 8 to 10 years is kind of the contract agreement, we're trying to get them to commit somewhere within this plan and the contract that they will commit to getting to fiber somewhere within that 10 years. So we're trying to do that, building for our future and for every resident that lives here.